is the plaintiff, Ezekiel Agbana. He says he purchased the scooter from the defendant, and on the very first day he used it as a delivery person for work, it broke down. The thing turned out to be a real lemon with all sorts of problems, and the defendant isn't refunding his money. So here they are. He's suing for $815, the cost of the useless scooter. This is the defendant, Neville Rosario. He says the plaintiff purchased a used scooter from him, and 5 days later complained the battery died. He took the scooter back, replaced the battery for him for free. Then, a few days after that, he dropped off the bike and told him he didn't want it anymore and wanted a full refund. Huh? He's accused of scooting around the issue.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff bought a scooter from the defendant that broke down the very first day, but the defendant says the scooter was used and the guy's just dreaming. It's the case of scooter pooper.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Mr. Agbona, you're suing Rosario Sales, your company?
Yes.
Okay, represented here by Mr. Rosario, the owner, for $815 that you paid for a scooter and a helmet and that you think should be refunded to you. What happened?
I bought it on the 5th of December.
Okay.
For $815.
Okay. And you own what kind of place?
I have a scooter garage.
Okay.
Where I sell new and used scooters.
Was this one a used one?
This was a used one.
What year?
2016.
Okay. Do you have the paperwork from the sale?
Yes.
May I see it? So you bought the scooter and what happens?
Yeah, I took it to work that same day. It had issues.
And what do you do for a living?
I do delivery.
So you use the scooter in your actual...
Yes,
okay.
my work.
Okay.
I called him. He told me what to do.
What was the issue it gave you?
The issue was I was riding it. It will stop on its own.
Okay, that's an issue.
Yeah. So, but he said I should try it. There's a way you throttle it from the hand.
Throttle?
Throttle.
Throttle.
Yeah.
Throttle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It starts working again.
Okay.
So I kept doing that. The following day it worked. But coming to work on Monday, when I wanted to start it, it didn't start.
Okay.
I called him.
Uh-huh.
He told me he told me to get a screwdriver, open up the battery chamber, touch some things. We tried it. It didn't start.
You decide to rent a truck to be able to take the scooter to him to have him fix it?
Yes, to have.
Okay, and then you change the battery on it?
Yeah, I changed the battery. First of all, I went to buy a battery because we thought it's a battery problem.
So you changed the battery, right?
Yes.
Okay, did he pay for the battery?
He had bought a battery and it was giving a problem. I changed it for another battery which I had.
And do you do that at your expense or at his expense?
At my expense. I didn't charge him for that.
Okay, and then he leaves, everything's fine until when? When is it not fine?
About 2 days after.
Okay.
So when it didn't start again, I called the scooter shop in Bronx and explained what was happening. Because at that point, I was no more getting him on phone. And I explained what the problem was.
And they said?
And they said it's a battery problem.
Okay.
So I left the scooter there and
Where?
went somewhere in downtown Manhattan.
Okay.
I went to Bronx.
To his place?
Not his place. His place is in Queens.
Okay.
I went to a scooter shop where they sell parts of the scooter, and bought a battery, a new battery.
And?
Yeah. And I took it to him.
And then what happened after that?
And it started working again.
Okay, so the first time he changes it with a battery in his shop. Then the second time he puts in a battery that you brought. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
I took it back to work.
Okay, yeah.
After like 1 or 2 days again,
okay,
the same thing happened.
Okay.
So I was at a loss on what was happening with what could be the problem with the scooter.
Okay.
And each time, I keep taking the scooter because it's not something I can roll from Manhattan to Queens. I'll rent a van that will take it. That's $100 to Queens. I did it 2 times.
Okay.
The first time was when I went to change.
All right, what is it you want?
What I want now is for him to give me the whole money. that 815.
Why? You bought a used scooter with no warranty. Did you know that? Is there a warranty?
No, he told me.
Show me your warranty.
He told me by word of mouth.
Yeah?
That anything that happens to it within 1 month.
Okay, is that accurate? Did you give him a 30-day warranty?
I told him 30 days, yes.
Okay, and is everything he's describing happening within the 30 days?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're lucky. All right.
What's
now,
happening is...
you ended up taking the scooter back because he complained it's still doing the same thing. I don't know what it is and I don't want it.
Yes.
Okay, and you returned to him 300 of the 815.
That's right. Actually, the scooter charge was not 815. It was...
No, because $25 was for PayPal, $50 was for the helmet, and the scooter cover was $15. Did he return the scooter cover?
No.
Did he return the helmet?
No.
Okay, so the scooter itself was $725.
That's right.
Okay, and of the $725, you've returned $300.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you admit or you feel that you owe him $425?
That's right.
Okay.
I do.
But he wants $815. Why, if you didn't return the helmet to him and you kept the helmet, would you not have to pay for the helmet?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Why, if you didn't return the scooter cover to him, and you kept the scooter cover, would he have to return the money that you paid for the scooter cover?
Okay, no problem. No problem.
And you paid by PayPal $25, which was what he charged you to make him go through PayPal, which was more convenient for you, right? Okay, so you don't get that back. So now we're talking about the $720. What is it beyond what you paid for the scooter that you want back? You want back having to pay to get the scooter there twice.
Yes.
Right. Do you have those receipts?
No.
I need you to prove it that you paid that money.
Well, I paid. I paid cash.
Okay. Well, I get a receipt when I pay cash.
They didn't give me any receipt.
Okay. First of all, how'd you stick your scooter in a taxi?
No, it's once I took a taxi. The other time I took.
What'd you put it in your pocket in the taxi? How did you bring it?
No. This taxi. There's a van. It's this van taxi. They want to roll a wheelchair. A wheelchair.
A real taxi?
No, yeah, a real taxi, yellow taxi in Manhattan.
Okay, so you should have a receipt for it. If you're trying to claim for it, I need to see a receipt.
Well, I never thought it could get to this point where...
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Do you understand what I'm saying, though? We're in court, and if you're asking to be reimbursed, because you don't want me to count the 300 he's already given you. You don't want me to count it because that should go towards your transportation costs for having to bring it back and forth. Okay, that's fine. I understand what you're saying, but you have to prove your transportation costs. You can't just say, it cost me $100. I mean, that sounds a little round. So I'd like to see the actual proof of the transportation costs to get the scooter there.
Well, the taxi person didn't give me a...
You didn't ask for one, did you? You also want him to pay for your registration.
They should give me the plate number on the one I returned. So if I get a new scooter, instead of registering all over, I can just return this one and they give me...
The credit for the $82.
Yes.
And what happened?
Yeah, he didn't give me. I called him after that day so that we scheduled for me to come to the shop to get it. Up to today, I can't even get... I don't know whether he blocked my phone or what. Each time I call him, I won't get him on phone. But if I use another person's phone to call, it will go through. And once he hears that me, Ezekiel, speaking, the phone dies off. That's what
I think he recognizes your number, and I think what you said in the complaint is that I called 50 or 60 times that day.
Yeah, he did.
All right, question. He wanted the plates. Why didn't he get them?
So he buys a scooter. It's used, breaks down the first day. Any recourse?
Yeah, return it.
Well, can he return it? Can he return it and get his money back?
He should.
He should, but can he?
He should be able to.
You buying that?
No.
Why?
Because it's used.
So if it's used, no luck?
Nope.
What do you say, last one?
Nope. I don't
Why?
think so. Well, it's used, and if you already bought it, then...
What a hard... Going inside the courtroom.
My statement I want to make here is the DMV does not give you any reimbursement for a previously registered plate. I've done it myself. They charge you the full amount again.
But why wouldn't you just call him back and tell him that? You didn't want to deal with him at all? You'd had it?
I didn't think he'll get any advantage because he's going to be charged.
Yeah, but how about answering him instead of just leaving him hanging and angry about that?
The reason why a number of times I haven't answered this call, because I was at my work on the sales floor. I'm not supposed to answer cell phones on the floor.
But then at some point you stop working, right? And you can return a call.
No, I still work.
No, I meant that the day's over, your shift is over,
Right.
and you could return a phone call.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
normally I'm at closing.
Let's be frank. The reason you didn't call
But
him
it's-
back is
it's
because
very
he was a
late.
pain. He was kind of a.
It's also that it was very late. I close, so I get home at 10:30 at night.
So
and I
what?
don't
So
wanna-
call the guy back. He obviously wants to talk to you. He called you 50, 60 times. Let's be honest. The reason you didn't call him back is the same reason I might not call him back, because I don't want to deal with him. Because he's angry, and because, and you owe him $425, which you've admitted, and you haven't paid it to him. So what are you going to do? Answer his, you're going to avoid him. And you did. And that's why we're here, because you avoided him. All right? Because if you had paid him the other $425, we may not be here. Okay? Do you have the plate here now?
No,
Okay.
it's on the bike still.
Okay, well, I want the plate that's in his name off the bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want you to ship it to him.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so we'll take care of that. All right, so you're not going to get $815 back, I'm sure you understand, because we've been over it, and much of it you've agreed to. What you are going to get certainly is the $425 that you haven't been paid back, plus your court costs. Okay? That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff is going to get the money back that he still is owed by the defendant, Mr. Rosario. You were pretty decent admitting that you had given him a 30-day warranty.
I believe in being honest. Whatever I promise somebody, for the sake of my reputation, my business reputation, I will stick to that. Absolutely.
Well, good for you. So you admit then you do owe him the
Yes, I do.
$425, right?
Yes, but not the $815 which he claimed.
No, well, he already
because-
got $300 back, plus,
All right.
the cover and the helmet, he
Yes.
has to pay for that.
Yes.
All right, well, look, you could have settled this out of court and not been here at all.
I tried, but he refused to take my calls.
I thought you were refusing to take his.
After a while, when I was ready to pay, I tried calling him, and he said, I have to talk to my attorney, and never got back to me.
Okay, well, interesting. Thank you very much, okay?
welcome. Thank you.
You must sign some documents. What about that, Mr. Ogmana? He was ready to give you the money back. You could have saved a trip to court. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, because for more than a month, he didn't take my call. So I was frustrated.
So you're not going to take his call now, right?
No, I do. We're friends,
Oh,
this
well,
business.
he said you didn't take his call. Well, anyway, look, you getting $425 back. You okay with that?
No problem.
No problem. That's
Yeah.
what you want. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to get another scooter? Have you already done that?
I got another scooter already.
You got a new one?
Yes.
Okay,
A new
cool.
one, a brand new one.
And is it working?
It's working.
And you're happy?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Thank you very much. Harvey?
I got to tell you, Doug, this is a great example. Another example. Demand a warranty, even a 5-day warranty. It will just save you if the thing just doesn't work.